Hello, everyone. This is Rick with the Cyber Pro podcast. Industry leaders share their insights. It's a couple questions in 9 minutes or less because hackers never sleep. So let's get to it. I'm excited today. We have a really cool guest on. I'm just going to kick it over to you right away. Tell us who you are and what do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Phil Portman, serial entrepreneur, CEO of Textdrip, a business texting platform, and huge nerd. I mean, I'm really excited about it. I think cybersecurity is sexy. I mean, I think hacking is cool. I'm probably like one of the few people that carry this around in their pocket like 24/7. You know, I have like a Wi-Fi pineapple here for doing like man in the middle attacks and stuff like that. Like I'm just all about the hacker environment. And so I might be a little different than some of the other CEOs out there, but I'm really excited about your podcast. I absolutely love it.
No, that's cool. I love that you just roll out a pineapple and a flipper and all the other. We'll get to that. Let's start with this. What recent evolutions have you noticed in cybersecurity?
Yeah. So specifically, they're targeting companies with $1 million plus in sales a year, and they're targeting their websites and specifically your database is what they're targeting. And either they will do a ransom attack on your database and sell it back to you, or go to your competitors and sell it. They're in the industry of making money. Majority of these hackers out there. So that's really what I think you're seeing, and seeing less of the targets for these really large companies that really have a solid infrastructure. They're looking for you right when you're hitting that point where they know you're making enough money, but you don't have the cybersecurity staff in place, or maybe you don't have the training with your employees in place, and it's putting you at high risk. And so really targeting those markets right there where you're small business, but you're starting to actually make money is really what they're targeting in the industry right now. And I've seen it in multiple businesses, from, them attacking our VoIP infrastructures to WordPress landing pages to everything else in between.
How do you think those small businesses, there's tons of startups, that's kind of the lifeblood of the United States and the world as it is. How do you think these smaller businesses and even the mid-sized businesses can prepare for that?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of a larger question. I honestly I believe cybersecurity and the philosophies around it should be taught in school. I think in high school, you should be learning about it, because we're seeing a time where AI and machine learning is going to make it more difficult for the attackers to attack larger scale infrastructures. So the small and medium-sized businesses is really where they're targeting and what they're going after. And so having a good understanding of the infrastructure and hiring a third-party company to audit your system and do pen testing is critical. It's got to be a quality. If it's not part of your budgeting in business, if you're an entrepreneur and you have not budgeted part of your growth to that, you're missing out right now, and you're setting yourself up for a big risk, not only from them potentially wiping out your system, but also you think about the trust that you're going to end up losing with your customer if your data gets compromised, if their data gets compromised and it ends up on the dark web. So my suggestion to anybody in that range is don't wait until it becomes a problem. Reach out to a third-party company if you don't have the budget to start building it internally. Reach out to a third-party company and have them start running audits and putting a cybersecurity plan in place in your organization.
Are there any emerging technologies or trends or even approaches that you're just super excited about?
Yeah, absolutely. The AI and machine learning is doing some really big things in determining patterns in traffic to essentially stop and eliminate spam traffic, botnets, DDoS attacks. We're even in Textdrip. We get customers all the time trying to sign up for our service because they want to send out the spam messaging like Walmart gift card, click here and enter your social security information, right? So we even have internally where we're looking for, we have our own machine learning internally where we train it to look for that type of things. The carriers are doing it on their level, and they're getting better and better at identifying that traffic before it becomes a problem. So it's not, I don't think it's going to eliminate it, but it's definitely going to shift it from where it was prior. I'm hoping we're going to start seeing, especially with some of the 10 DLC regulations and things like that, I'm hoping we're going to start seeing a lot of that spam voice and texting traffic and that we're seeing that we've been seeing the last few years. Hopefully we're going to start eliminating that as they start kind of crunching down on some of the regulations, and then also the AI and machine learning that's identifying this traffic before it's even reaching your handset. So those are some really exciting things that are coming out.
No, I love it. Talk to me a little bit and because we have a lot of entrepreneurs. What are you doing to protect yourself? Because you're a target as an individual, not just your company.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And these would be things that I would recommend that if you're an entrepreneur that you implement in your business. The first thing is hire a third-party service to do regular audits on you, to do pen testing. It's got to be somebody good. Hire the hackers, right? Hire the third party that is the experts, they're the nerds, they're the ones in the industries, they're in the forums, they're following podcasts like this, they can speak to it. You have to hire people that are passionate about cybersecurity. The next thing is to make sure that everyone is trained. Everyone in your organization has to be trained. They're not going after your IT people, they're going after your marketing team. They're going after the people that are willing to click that link inside there that says, hey, it's Phil Portman, CEO of Textdrip, emailing you. Can you go ahead and click this and update your password, right? It's coming from your domain. It's coming from all that stuff, right? They're targeting those people that they know maybe don't have the level of knowledge that other areas and other departments are going to have. They're going for the weakest link in your entire operation. That's going to be your customer service team. That's going to be your marketing team. That's going to be your sales team. So everyone across the board has to have trainings, regular trainings and updates on potential threats in the cybersecurity industry. The next thing I would say is always have a backup. You always back up your systems. Ransom attacks and encrypting your data is huge out there right now. If you're not regularly backing it up, then you're potentially set yourself up for failure as well. And then I would say zero trust, specifically around permissions and access levels. Never trust, always verify. Also make sure that your people only have access levels that are appropriate for their position. If that marketing guy has access to permissions that he shouldn't have, then you're absolutely setting yourself up for failure. So those are some things that I would recommend that you do internally to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success.
Love it. Philip, final question, fun question for you. What's a piece of current technology that just makes you smile?
I mean, I really love this Flipper Zero. Like, this type of thing is like so cool. And it's just, they literally built this thing like a Tamagotchi, right? So you get a little dolphin thing in there and stuff like that. And I love tools that are, educational, and you can still like do cool things with it, right? Like open your garage door or clone your hotel key, or, just do all kinds of neat things with it. And everywhere I go when I'm dealing with the tech people and I show them it, I show them the cool things it does. Hey, let me spam the Bluetooth on your phone or whatever, and stuff like that. I mean, everyone's just like, oh man, that's really cool. And I think we as adults get to a point in our life where things get boring. And if you don't continuously find exciting things to nerd out over like this, then, life's not going to be enjoyable. It's not going to be exciting. And it's okay to play with toys and have fun and love hacking and figure things out. Because as you said with this podcast, the hackers are never sleeping. You shouldn't either. Get excited about this industry and cybersecurity and what's going on out there, so then you can stay ahead of the trends.
Philip, thank you so much for being on the Cyber Pro podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for tuning into the Cyber Pro podcast. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on new podcasts and all of our cool bonus content.